it's you and Ellery here making bonsai in Australia, and in this video I'm going to turn my Shimpaku Juniper into a bonsai. So before I do go on, I do make a range of videos such as this on my channel, so if you're into this kind of content, consider subscribing. So first up, I'm just going to take it out of its pot and rake back a little of the surface soil just to see what kind of root structure I'm dealing with. So being a juniper, you can see they've got very sandy soil, very well draining soil, which is good for this kind of tree. Only conifers really. Doesn't seem to be anything that's kind of like stand out-ish. So I might just start pruning the top, and then when I go to repot it, I'll do the roots, just so I can leave them kind of till last, just to basically make sure the roots don't kind of dry out. Initially I'm just going to thin it out a bit by getting rid of branches I don't need. This branch here off on the side, got one, there's kind of 3 branches coming out from the same spot. One of them was just kind of coming up really tall, so just prune that off. Just with the just try and prune it a little bit neater so it doesn't heal up all funky. Difficult getting in there. And I've kind of got 2, but I've got this branch which is coming out a lot better of an angle, so I've got this small one, so I might keep this, because with conifers it doesn't bud back on the dead wood, so try and keep it where I can, but I'll keep this really small little branch which is coming out here. I'll just prune back this one which is coming up a little bit too vertical for my liking for the secondary branch. So just to give me a couple options in future. So this thick branch that's kind of coming out on the side here, it's kind of it's really thick coming out all this way without any taper, so it's got a bit of back budding there, but I've got this long one which I can probably work with and wire out, so I might just prune this back just to give this secondary branch a bit of taper in the future. So just get rid of all these short ones, and then this is going to be my apex, and you can see a point where all these 3 different multiple branches, but a whole bunch of branches are coming out from the exact same spot, and that's just going to develop inverse taper, so I'm just going to choose. So this is likely going to be the front, just because the trunk kind of comes towards you. So this branch I'll probably end up bringing back there, so I don't really need this one, which is right above it. So just prune this one off as well. So, means there's still two, so you can see a little bit better there, but there's still these two branches coming out from the apex at exactly the same point. Now, this one here is directly above this other one that's coming out, and yeah, so if I prune this one here off, then that'll mean that there's this one coming out and then it's staggered a little bit higher up. This one's coming out on this side and then on that side. So, hey kitty. Just prune this one off here. Alright. So now that I've kind of opened that up a little bit, I'll finish off the root work, put it in a pot, and then go from there. But just because it's going to be a little bit less stable when I put it in a pot, I might just get some wiring on this now. Okay. So, just finished getting its roots sorted. So it seems I've got quite a big taproot going down and then just a massive roots down low, but really don't want that. So just going to cut off the bottom of this root ball like that. So yeah, quite a few roots there, but shouldn't impact it too much. Would normally like to go a little bit flatter, but I don't want to damage the tree severely, so I'll just work with this, and then in my next pruning I'll try and hopefully there'll be a few more roots kind of up top, and I'll try and prune back from there. So because of the branch structure and yeah, it's kind of more open, I'll go with that as a front. Now I do just need to do a little bit more pruning the roots just to make sure this fits in the pot properly. Don't want the roots at the end kind of bunched up, just so it can sit in there. So cut them off so you can sit kind of straight. Alright, and I'll just put a bit of a layer of soil on the bottom, and I've already got just a couple of drainage streams in there. Just the layer. Position the front like like so. Now this is very well draining soil, which is quite good for conifers. So I do have another video where I actually made this soil and showed you how to, so if you're into that, I'll just leave a link above so you can check that video out. So now, just using a chopstick just to make sure I've got the soil around the roots, just so there aren't any air holes in there. So we'll just water this quickly, just so it gets those roots wet, and then I'll just position these trees. Position the branches, sorry. Alright. Okay, and there's still a few little small branches in here which are just kind of running around in the wrong locations, so just prune those back. Or your kind of inward facing branches, or ones that are just coming out, like multiple little ones from the same location. So this one here is coming out. It's not one that I'm using at this point in time, but it's coming out quite horizontal, so I'll leave it just to provide options in future. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. So there's my first Shimpaku Juniper Bonsai. So if you've enjoyed this video or taken something from it, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay in tune for my future videos. So thanks for your time today. Enjoy your day.